Food Theory, Film Theory, and GT Live are the three channels that the man that goes by MathewPathew stands with. But, unknown to the general public, there is a fourth channel, a channel pretty unknown by most, a channel which has driven the Mathew to insanity, also known as Game Theory, which documents the rise and fall of a great gamer, also known as MathewPathew. Now, MathewPathew may be mentally insane now, but was he always like this? Impossibility? No. You'll see. MathewPathew started his channel with the video, How Big is Luigi's Cock and or Ball?, which boosted his channel to 1 million subscribers out of sheer bravery shown by this man. No, this hero, this being, this angel of light and heaven. So what went wrong? How did MathewPathew go from deity, God, himself, to but a frivolous man, a man corrupted by bears and bunnies, a man so broken by his own mind it could almost rival me? Well, let's start at the beginning of his decline, with the video Game Theory, Frogger, Australian for Gamers. We don't even have to watch the video, let alone analyze it. Simply look at this title and thumbnail. Do you think a mentally sane man would make this? Would a man who has children look upon his mighty work and say, ah yes, Frogger, Australian for Gamers? What the fuck, MatPat? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you curse Australia? Why, God? Why? The very next video, Batman, has a very interesting thumbnail. Look at this entity. Look at this face. Look at him as a person. Now notice the color purple. This will be very important later. Keep this in mind. Now we... Wait. What is that thumbnail? Matt! Matricola? What the fuck? What's going on here? It's a pregnant woman with a man, but I don't think that man is in the same picture. I think this is photoshopped. So you photoshopped a man pointing at a pregnant woman in Mike Tyson's boxing ring. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. He's always been mentally unwell. From birth to decay, he's mentally unstable. He's mentally unwell.
Of course he's unwell. He's mattress Patras. He has a history of child labor laws in the Gulf of Mexico which all have been broken. Martin Parkers watches the ones of which we slumber and then makes a theory video on every aspect of their life, killing them almost instantly. Don't fight me on this. I've seen it with my own eyes. To watch a man boil and bubble before you, the only thing you hear is the soft echoes of the once vibrant breathing breath now being taken away. And as you try to run, you stop at a grave. You look closer and see that you've been dead for years. You realize your whole life, your memories of close ones, family and friends have been nothing but a lie. Or a theory. A game theory.
MatPat. What a broken and torn man. Even from the beginning of time itself, his face, his lungs, his pancreas have been mentally unstable. This thumbnail of not even a 10-minute video proves that he's insane. But what happened between the 9 years ago and now in the moment? Well, he went clinically insane and started murdering people without mercy, going on a mad killing spree, which would have butterfly effects on the entire world. His life, his essence used in a mass of violence. He was the god of blood and death, an entity so powerful even Technoblade began worshipping. Don't worry, I'll make an entire video discussing the history of the blood god throughout YouTube. Don't worry, but only if we hit 400 likes in this video, and if MatPat tweets at me. He then goes on to bully a bull in a video game, going so far to call it lame and poopy, which is a direct opposition to the Sokovia Accords from Spider-Man 4 Carnage's Revenge. It seems that MatPat has always had an affinity for bullying, pointing at pregnant women, and Princess Peach Rule 34. But what does this mean for the rest of us? Are we safe from his maniacy? Unfortunately, no. You see, something that he has done as of late is he's let his facade, that he's a normal man, split, obsessing over unsolvable murders of the famous pizzeria joint Fred Faz Pizza, where a man in purple has murdered multiple children and then, became an immortal god, and also a computer virus, but also a zombie, but also a giant machine, but also Enid, but he also has a son who is also Springtrap, who's also dead, who isn't Springtrap, but he is, and he's purple, but he's not the purple guy, he just is purple the whole time. He just is purple, but maybe we're Michael Afton, but isn't he? But then there's. This poor man's mind has been split and torn again and again, with absolutely no fear, no hesitation, just an absolute explosion of mental fortitude to an unnatural degree. But how did this happen? How did Faz Freddy Fizzaroli do this to our boy MathewPathew? How? When? Where? How did he become a sex-crazed maniac? And is his wife safe? What does MatPat do to his family, his wife, his editors, his child? How does such a crazed man react to the simplest of gestures, like the handing of cheese? Well, I have a small little theory, and this one ain't a game theory. I think his wife is held captive. Patrick has used his incredible, massive brain and muscles to entrap her in a cage of mental confusion, so she never knows left from right. She doesn't exist. Not really. Only on GT Live can she fabricate a physical form. He has trapped her here, in this channel forever, to farm ores and keck W's. What's that? He isn't a Twitch streamer.
I just simultaneously whipped a Nene!
Wrong. You see this? You see this man? Does this look like a man who wouldn't do such a thing? Do you know what whipping and nay-naying at the same time does? It causes a series of events that wipes out exactly one human life. At random. Every time you do a whip and a nay-nay at the same time, just know someone has passed away because of you. Now, what about his child? Well, a man so broken by Friday Night Fuzzy Bear, it's only possible that he had his child for one reason and one reason only. He's going to test to see if FNAF is accurate to IRL lore. He's going to sacrifice his child. Dear God, someone stop it before it's too late! Speaking of 5 nicotine patches at Fred's, Five Nights at Frederinos, a game about sitting on your ass for 6 hours and then complaining about it, shows us the true intention behind MatewPathew's actions. He wishes to solve such a crime, and to have the whole world praise him as a hero. But there is one issue, you little theory boy.
You got it all wrong.
Over dozens and dozens of videos analyzing this series, so many different things you have said, all of them wrong, every founded in baseless opportunity. You think you can trick me, boy? Do you? You think you can capture me with your claws, with your little mittens, you strange little man? No, for I was there. I was there at the beginning. 1987. The pizzeria was at closing time. The children were still having a blast, playing Spot the Clinically Insane Man in the bullpit, when suddenly, "I have cheese," I said to the crowd of children. They swarmed me, talking about Grommet and the cheese. I couldn't escape the clammy grasps of the little beings known as Wallace. So, I put on a bunny suit, a terrible reminder of the time Wallace canonically became a bunny, and then murdered all of them. That's right. I'm the Purple Man. The murderer, the entity that has driven Pat, Lat, Crat past the point of insanity. I'm here. I never left. Just like me on YouTube. Me in my purple suit.
I always come back.
Max Pax, I claim to thee. Fight me on this pedestal of cheese and pizza, for I will defeat you in hand-to-hand or mind-to-mind combat. Do it, Pathew. Challenge me. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. What's up, my anomalies? Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Now, you have been gifted the gift of knowledge of MatPat's true nature, his true intentions. If you made it this far, subscribe. Just do it. Just why? Why are you thinking about it? Like, why? Like, you've watched the whole video. Like, you've enjoyed this portion of your life. You've either been scared and confused, or you've been having a great time watching this video. Like, the least you can do is grant me the gift of your soul. I mean, subscribe. It does nothing. It does not give your soul to me. Do not worry about the contract down below in the description. Do not worry about it. It is okay. It is fun. It is good. It is good. It is cool. I want to hit 30k by the end of next year, so let me hit it, for fuck's sake. I will beat you to death. I swear to fucking God.